All right, so I thought we'd do blessing the speech this morning, if everyone's okay with that. Where is it? There it is. So before we start, let's just, wait, what are you seeing? Oh, you're seeing that. All right. Let's just settle into a comfortable seated posture. So just try and tune your mind in. So often I think I find with my own practices, sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I just kind of rush through them. So it's nice every now and then to just maybe if you could even do it every day, but it may not be always possible, is just to kind of sit and think a little bit about what it is you're actually doing. I mean, one time when I was Rinpoche advised me to go to Laudo to do a retreat for 4 months. I'm like, what am I going to do? Anyway, I checked in with Venerable Rabina and she gave me some things to do. And what was such a blessing for me was to be able to just sit and focus on all my practices and do them all really, really nicely for, this 4 month period. So it was very helpful. So today, just first of all, settle in to your body. Bring your mind to the same place your body is. You can have both feet flat on the floor, about hips width apart. If you're sitting cross-legged, you'll feel the weight of your feet underneath your legs. Feel the weight of your sits bones and your pelvis in the chair, align your shoulders with your hips and your ears with your shoulders. And imagine your spine is this beautiful string of pearls of light stretching from the base all the way up through the crown of the head and beyond, and just lengthen your spine. And then just go to the crown of the head and just release any tension there. Just allow a softening. Relax your scalp. Relax your forehead and eyebrows and eyes and eyelashes. Even your eyeballs. Relax the nose and the cheeks and the area around the mouth. Relax the jaw, back of the head. And allow your shoulders and shoulder blades to drop down. Relax the throat. Just release any tension in your throat. Relax the chest, the belly, and now just see if you can release any tension in your limbs. And then just be aware of the sensations of the breath as you inhale and exhale. The nostrils, the chest cavity. So as you inhale, just be aware of the chest cavity expanding and contracting. So you imagine your whole rib cage and lungs are expanding 360 degrees. And everything just kind of comes back in. Diaphragm pushes all that stale air out. As you breathe in again, the diaphragm drops, making room. It's kind of miraculous. You may also feel, the belly as you breathe in and out, rising and falling. Just feel that for a moment. And then be aware of any potential distractions in your environment. Sound, people, smells, Maybe you feel itchy. Maybe you're in pain. There could be notifications coming in, phone, watch, on your screen. So just allow it all to be there. If you're doing a meditation on your own, with not on Zoom, it's kind of good to be able to sort of think ahead about what distractions might be there and maybe minimize them as much as possible. I think it's why the great meditators always end up in a cave in a mountain somewhere, so that sensory information is a lot less. The energy is quieter. So mentally, I guess you can put yourself in a cave. And then just check in with your mind this morning. I know there's at least one person there from the UK, so in Europe, it's the middle of your day, maybe afternoon. So just, for those of you who've been up a little while, see where your mind's at today. And for those of us who've been up a little less, just check in with where your mind's at, everyone. And see what thoughts are arising in your mind. Just allow them to arise and abide. And then just allow them to dissipate rather than kind of chasing after the story, hooking on to the emotion, getting all wrapped up in it. Just allow it to go. You don't have to necessarily engage with all the stories. Most of them aren't really true. And try not to judge what's there. Be objective about what's in your mind. And then bring to mind all the people of our life. We start with our loved ones. We know them so well. Very close and dear to our heart. And then our strangers. And then the ones we don't really like. In a text I read somewhere, they have those ones facing you. And then due to impermanence, and this does happen, these relationships can change place. That one that you adore may end up being someone you don't like so much, and vice versa. One you don't like so much could end up being a really good friend. And regardless of how anyone appears to you at this particular day, remember they're all equal. They don't want to suffer, and they all have this unbelievable capacity for a Buddha mind. So we think we'll do this blessing the speech practice this morning for all these people of our life and for ourselves as we're moving along our spiritual path. And of course, there's quite a bit of disturbance in the news cycle. Somehow it feels more intense than usual. So, if there's anything in there, any particular people or person, just, try and send them all this good energy, motivate for them as well. So we start by taking refuge. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I take refuge in the three rare sublime ones. May I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. So it says here, just one second. Purify the truly existent I in emptiness, then your wisdom realizing emptiness, which is non-dual with great bliss, manifests as a deity. So if you haven't taken any kind of initiation and permission to arise as a deity, don't do that. So instead we'll do this little meditation where we dissolve ourselves into light. And that's good for now. That's really good for now. So imagine up on the crown of your head is a sphere of white light, a ball of light, just a little bit smaller than the crown of your head. And this light is radiant and blissful and contains all the energy, all the holy beings in all of the universes. Right there above the crown of your head, all this creative, brilliant, peaceful, compassionate, kind, enlightened energy. And you may not be able to see this ball of light in your mind's eye, and that's okay. It's just enough to know it's there. And then this sphere of light, this ball of light, starts to shrink in size till it comes to about an inch in diameter, maybe a couple of centimeters. And it dissolves into you through the crown of your head, past your third eye chakra, past your throat chakra, and settles in at your heart. And then this little ball of light starts to expand once again. And as it expands, all the solid parts of your body begin to dissolve. Your brain, your lungs, all your organs, liver, kidney, spleen, gallbladder, pancreas, your intestinal organs, elimination, reproduction. Just imagine them all dissolving into light, kidneys dissolving into light. And then your bones. Just imagine all your bones becoming light. All the interconnective tissue, tendons, muscles, ligaments, all becoming light. And then all the fluids, the blood and plasma, the cerebrospinal fluid, the veins, and maybe your skin. And think about your eyeballs and eyelashes becoming light, and your eyebrows. And maybe even your teeth become light. Your lips become light. And all your hair becomes light. So now just for a moment, imagine your body as a body of light. And just should a disturbing thought or distraction arise or become into your consciousness, and just allow that to dissolve into light. So now imagine on your tongue a syllable R, A-H, standing upright. And then that just transforms miraculously into a moon disk, a flat moon disk. That's sitting on your tongue. And on top of that appears a white syllable, Om, O-M. and it's encircled by the white Sanskrit vowels standing clockwise. So if you don't know what they look like, it doesn't matter. Just imagine you've got this circle of white. And then the red Sanskrit consonants standing counterclockwise. And then the blue heart mantra dependent relations standing clockwise. And light beams radiate from the syllable Om and the mantra garlands, hooking back the blessings and the power of the speech of those beyond and not beyond the world in the form of the 3 mantras, the 7 sublime precious objects of a king's reign, the 8 auspicious signs, and the 8 auspicious substances. So you just imagine all these very extraordinary, magical, blissful things. And the people who are not beyond and not beyond the world are the Buddhas and Arya Bodhisattvas abiding in the 3 bhumis and the arhats, or the holy beings. And those who are not beyond the world are the yogis who are accomplishing the path, and the sages who have actualized the words of truth. They may be enlightened as well, but they're in this world. Okay, so then all the blessings and the power of their speech, because they're living in this pure way, their speech is powerful, and it's kind of hooked back in the form of these mantras, and all this kind of precious objects and, beautiful speech. Just imagine just falls onto your tongue like rain falling onto the ocean. Absorbs into the mantras on your tongue, on the moon disk on your tongue, like rain falling on ocean. So here as we recite the vowels, white nectar beams flow down from the mantra and fill your whole body, and all negative karmas collected with your body from beginningless rebirths are completely purified. Om, A, I, U, Ri, Li, E, U, Svaha. Om, A, I, U, Ri, Li, E, U, Svaha. Om, A, I, U, Ri, Li, E, U, Svaha. And really imagine that that's kind of happening, this kind of, rain of nectar beams now, red nectar beams, flowing down from the mantra and fill your whole body. And all negative karmas collected with your speech from beginningless rebirths are completely purified. Om ka nya, tsa gya na, ta na, ta na, pa ma, yara la wa sha ka sa ha kya svaha. Om ka nya, tsa gya na, ta na, ta na, pa ma, yara la wa sha ka sa ha kya svaha. Om ka nya, tsa gya na, ta na, ta na, pa ma, yara la wa sha ka sa ha kya svaha. And then the mantra dependent relation. So as you recite this mantra, blue nectar beams flow down from the mantra and fill your whole body. All negative karmas collected with your mind from beginningless rebirths are completely purified. Om ye dama hetu papawa hetun tekan tata gato hayavada tekan sayo nirada evambadi mahashramani svaha. Om ye dama hetu papawa hetun tekan tata gato hayavada tekan sayo nirada evambadi mahashramani svaha. Om ye dama hetu papawa hetun tekan tata gato hayavada tekan sayo nirada evambadi mahashramani svaha. The heart mantra dependent relation absorbs into the consonants. So the blue ones absorb into the red ones. The red consonants absorbing into the vowels, the reds into the white, and the vowels into the syllable Om. So they all move into the Om, and the Om into the moon cushion, and that transforms into a syllable R, and the R melts into pink nectar and absorbs into my tongue, which becomes the nature of a Vajra. So what they mean by that is your tongue becomes strong and heavy, as if difficult to move, and as indestructible as a vajra. Generate very strong faith that all the blessings and power of the speech of all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Arhats, Yogis, and sages have entered your speech and made it perfect. And you think, my speech has become perfect. So for those of you who are doing the Vajrasattva meditation in the evenings, you'll remember there's this reference to the Vajra representing compassion, indestructible compassion. So here we're like there's this, it seems to me, and I'll find out for sure, but I think it seems to me that they're referring to your speech then becomes only compassion. Your speech has become perfect. So generate strong faith. The blessings and power of the speech of all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Arhats, Yogis, and sages have entered your speech. So really try and want that, imagine that, and your speech has become perfect. So here are benefits. The power of your speech becomes perfect. Whatever you recite is multiplied 10 million times. The power of your speech is not taken away by eating wrong foods, and gossiping becomes the recitation of mantra. So just as I say usually with this one, eating wrong foods is referring to the days in which you take the precepts, which is like something that's done in this Tibetan Buddhist tradition, also done in actually not probably all Buddhist traditions on certain days, and you're not supposed to eat certain foods. May my tongue sense base have all the courage of the ones gone to bliss by the magnificence and power of my words. May all sentient beings be subdued. May all the meanings of whatever words I say be accomplished. And we'll do some mantras. So if you have a mala, go ahead and get it. If you don't have one, that's okay. And the mantra for blessing your mala is this one: Om Rachirumani Pravarataya Hum. 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 Then just kind of like blow on it. And then it says all the recitations you do of the secret mantras taught by the Tathagata are multiplied 100 sextillion times. So for those of you who are mathematicians, 10 to the 23rd, I can't even imagine what that is in my head, but I think it's a lot. This is taught in the unfathomable mansion of increasing jewels. And then mantra to increase virtue. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. Om Sambara Sambara Bimanasara Mahajava Hum. Om Smara Smara Bimanaskara Mahajava Hum. If you recite this mantra 7 times, any virtuous activity you do is multiplied by 100,000. This is taught in the Sutra of the Wheel of Complete Dedication. And the endless beam, totally pure light mantra. This is purifying negative karma, and also is asking Chenrezig will take care of you, Buddha of compassion. Anyway. Nama nawa nawa tinan tatagata ganganam divalukanam koti niyudishata sa shranan ombabari tsari ni tsari mari gala salawari svaha. Nama nawa nawa tinan tatagata ganganam divalukanam koti niyudishata sa shranan ombabari tsari ni tsari mari gala salawari svaha. Nama nawa nawa tinan tatagata ganganam divalukanam koti niyudishata sa shranan Ombabari tsari ni tsari mari gala salawari svaha. I like this one, that you won't be, recite this mantra and you won't be harmed by poison spirits and lightning. And you might think, When am I ever going to be harmed by lightning? But it does happen. I guess also in Tibet, um, there's kind of a lot of lightning. Also in India, there's a lot of lightning in the monsoon season. Om Shri Yade. This is the mantra of great wisdom, Bimala Ushnisha. Om Shri Yade Sawatata Gata Shridaya Gaba Zola Dhammadata Gabe Sankarana. Excuse me. Ayu Sangshadhaya Papam Savatata Gata Samendra Aushnika Bimali Bishadi Svaha. Om Shri Yade Sawatata Gata Shridaya Gabe Zola Dhammadatu Gabe Sangharana. Ayu Sangshadhaya Papam Savatata Gata Samendra Ushnika Bimali Bishadi Soha. Om Shri Yade Sawatata Gata Shrida Gabazola Dhammadata Gabi Sankharana Ayu Sang Shadhaya Pabam Savatata Gata Samendra Ushnika Bimali Bishadi Svaha. Excuse me. This mantra has two major benefits. The first is that it purifies heavy negative karmas without break of anyone who hears it. The second is that because it is the most powerful mantra for consecration, it can be used to consecrate holy objects as well as rocks, trees, mountains, and so forth. I like that as well. Normally, excuse me, I would drink. Normally, we sort of think we have to wait for a lama to come along to bless our mala, to bless our dorje bell, to bless our holy objects. But, there's not that many lamas running around these days. So often we just have to do the best we can until that lama comes along. And sometimes people are living in really isolated places. You can't get to a big city where normally, Rinpoche will turn up. So, these are things we can do, like these little mantras here. We just do the best we can until we have a situation where we can, maybe get our bits and pieces blessed. This is a holy name mantra that fulfills wishes. And this last little line here is also something that they can recite, that you can recite before reciting or reading any prayers or sutras or anything. So sometimes at Tupten Nobeling, they recite Sangata Sutra, Sutra of Golden Light, like that. And we'll do this one 21 times. Dejin Shepa Zazin Gyalpala Chakselo Tata Om Dari Dari Durani Bani Soha. Dejin Shepa Zazin Gyalpala Chakselo Tayata Om Dari Dari Durani Bani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gyalpala Chakselo Tayata Om Dari Dari Durani Bani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gyalpala Chakselo Tayata Om Dari Dari Durani Bani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Gyalpala Chakselo Tayata Om Dari Dari Durani Bani Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dari Dari Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dari Dari Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dari Dari Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dari Dari Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Shepa Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dare Dare Darani Bande Soha. Dejin Shepa Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dare Dare Darani Bande Soha. Dejin Shepa Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dare Dare Darani Bande Soha. Dejin Shepa Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dare Dare Darani Bande Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dare Dare Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dare Dare Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dare Dare Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dare Dare Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dare Dare Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dare Dare Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dare Dare Darani Bandi Soha. Dejin Sheba Zazin Kapala Chakselo Tayata Om Dare Dare Darani Bandi Soha. And then this little one about blessing the feet. So we just recite this 7 times and then blow on the soles of your feet. Or also if you're going in the car today or on your bicycle. I suspect those of you on the East Coast who are in minus double digits right now, I'm very sorry, it's so cold over there. You probably won't be going on your bike anywhere, maybe not even your car. But if you're walking out, just blow on the soles of the feet. Cratcha hum three so 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 ha. And then it says here that if you kind of are walking on many insects, inadvertently, you don't do it on purpose, obviously, and they happen to die under your feet or under you in your car, it blesses them. They get reborn as Davids in the realm of the 33. I don't know where that is exactly, but apparently it's a good realm to be born in. Anyway, lots of love, everyone. Mary, thank you very much for hosting. I will see some of you this evening.